If this bounces, will it let go? Alright. What's up, everyone? It's your favorite driver, Luke. Hi. Just with a quick car update. You know, I did this thing the other day where I unhooked my battery and I did the right sequence for my car to learn its intake and fuel trim over again, and it worked. It worked amazingly. The car drives so much better now. It's incredible. I'm even getting better gas mileage already. Like, my average mile per gallon went up by like at least 1 mile so far, and I haven't even really, I mean, I did some highway driving, and really I was trying to mess around with this arm a little bit. While I'm driving, it's probably going to bounce and stuff, but well, that's just what's going to happen. So I wasn't really paying attention to using the cruise control to get better gas mileage. But like I said, I did the right sequence. It worked out well, and now my car is sounding smoother and better than it has the entire time I've driven it. So it worked. Yay. But of course, sometimes when you fix one problem, another one comes through. What do you call it? Sunroof or moonroof? It's a sunroof. Well, oh, no, it's a sunroof. A moonroof you can't see through, right? Isn't that? It's like dark. That's a sunroof. Yeah, I know. Most of the last few cars I've had sunroofs. It's like once you have one, you can't go back. You know what I mean? Wait, once you've moonroofed, you can't go black? What? I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So doing the correct sequence after changing my battery actually worked. And I don't think anyone has ever done that to this car before, because even when I was driving before, the gas mileage wasn't so great. And now it's awesome. Of course, now that I'm just sitting and idling in the parking lot, it's I can see it going down steadily. But that's okay. Now I can run the AC without like feeling like I'm burning too much gas. The only thing is, now I've noticed. Wait, first time you changed the battery? No, not the first time we changed the battery, but I didn't realize that the computer had to relearn the fuel, the intake and trim with a certain sequence. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just a dummy. Maybe every car with a computer has to do that. And I've changed a few batteries before, and I never did that. So, but like I said, this car was already not sounding the greatest when I first bought it, and it was having some trouble. The battery was just low. And actually, when I checked it, the battery was over 3 years old, and it had a mark on that it was supposed to be changed like months ago. So, or months before I bought it. So then I changed the battery like 3 weeks in, and just changed it, and then just started driving. Okay, it starts, it's good. And then my car was starting to buck, and I didn't know what was going on. But it seemed like when I would drive about 10-15 minutes on the way to work, it's evened out. So I was like, okay, that's weird. What's going on? And then I'm reading the manual, and it says, when you change your battery, you've got to do this certain sequence. You have to let the car warm up. Let it run idle for at least a minute. Then turn the AC on and let it idle with the AC on for a minute. Then put it in drive and put your foot on the brake with the AC on for another minute. Then drive it for 10 miles, and it teaches the computer it relearns the correct intake and fuel trim. I didn't know. I didn't know. I mean, I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a DIYer who did it myself the wrong way all the time, I guess. So now I did that. The car is awesome. Every time I've started it, it's driven great. It sounds smooth. Now that I'm paying attention, there's a little bit of a little roughness right until it gets up to temperature. Then once it gets up to temperature, it's fine. So anyway, but now I've got another problem, and I'm leaking a little bit of gas because I filled up the gas all the way. See, there was always a slight smell of gas, the slightest smell of gas. And I was like, man, I don't know what's going on. It's an older car, whatever. And I thought maybe because just recently, the past couple of days, I was like, well, maybe because it wasn't shooting the gas right. Maybe that's why it smells like gas. It's shooting too much gas or whatever. But I found a leak in my driveway, and there is a slight bit of wetness on my gas tank. So then I started looking that up, and I'm like, oh my God, it costs $1,500 to $2,000 to replace the gas tank if you have someone do it. I could probably do it for about $400. Gas tank plus buying some jack stands, and then whatever miscellaneous things I'm gonna need to extra. But then going through the videos, I realized that it may just be leaking from the top. It might just be an O-ring that's corroded. So I'm gonna have to take the second row seat out, and there's an access panel, and I'm gonna see if it's leaking there, and if so, I'm gonna see if I can fix it, and if so, then I can save myself some money. So yeah, it's running, but it's leaking gas. So now I gotta do that. But I'm just updating because I did a drive stream the other day while I was doing the 10-mile drive for the computer to relearn the intake and trim. So yeah, you look like Billy from The Boys. It's good. Search it up. Nice. Billy from The Boys. What's up? Yeah, I didn't watch The Boys. I heard it got all gay. Like everything nowadays. Everything's pride. Everything's gay. But now I have to go into the store and get a bunch of shit to go home and do other. Like my shirt? Fearless. Hey, Fearless. What's going on? All right. Later, I'll do more streams soon, I think. I did a complaint lodge on Saturday night where I had been drinking, and it wasn't the greatest show, and my sound was shitty. It was shitty the time before, it's shitty this time. I really got to do a sound check before I do that show. But anyway, and I got some items, some interesting items from Tommy McNulty that he sent me, and if you want to go check that out. But I think I fixed my microphone problem too. But I'm gonna have to do like a specific microphone check before I do shows now, just in case, just to make sure, because sometimes the settings change. I accidentally unplugged my my computer today. I usually don't unplug it. I just let it sleep. And I was down there looking for some headphones, and I went to plug in or unplug the overhead light, and then and it was the wrong plug, and I was like, oh shit. So now those settings are probably fucked up too. But anyway, take it easy. Nice to see you. My car's doing a little better, but again, it needs a little more repairs, and hopefully that's the only repairs I have to do on it for a while. But we'll see. Later. Oh, I just got a message. Later.